I think the honorable thing for our species to do is deny our programming. Stop reproducing. Walk hand in hand into extinction. One last midnight, brothers and sisters opting out of a raw deal.
Do not trust any friends or family members. I repeat, do not trust friends.
So this is what I heard, guys. I heard that sightings are up. I hear the Nordics have been sighted. I hear the Greys are out there. This shit's real. There's nothing more
everywhere.
real. I saw that shit on Fox fucking News.
Insectoids are my main concern.
Oh, wait, are there insectoids?
Yeah, they look like praying mantises.
I
Is
love
that plural?
You're gonna spot that a mile away.
Like playing mantises? I don't know, man. I'm not sure.
Well, I've never had to use it in humanoid praying mantis men. And the lizard people, they've always been around. They do the double eyelid and the skin suits.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we know. We fucking know.
I know. I've seen the double eyelid. Like
now everybody knows.
Hillary Clinton has
for sure.
Little
Prince Charles.
Reptile gleam in her eyes.
King Charles? Nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. I like when I see this shit on Fox News, like no kidding, I feel myself, one, I just kind of ignore it. I'm like, that's just the world being fucking stupid again. And like 5 days from now, no one's going to be talking about this, but then there's always going to be these clips about, remember when on Fox News they were legitimately talking about the Nordics like it was the internet from 2005?
Yeah, like they're like I like all the articles and the reporters, and they're like, and they just look like Swedish people, only 7 feet tall.
Incredible.
But isn't
the space
anyway, are they 9 feet tall, or because regular Swedes can be 7 feet tall sometimes just on their own?
Those are fucking Nordics, dude.
Yeah,
are those crossbred?
They walk among us.
No, yeah, they're already here.
They're like
Is
the
it
Nephilim.
the Dutch?
It's the Dutch, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Well, that makes a lot more sense to me.
That the Dutch are Nordic aliens?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, me too. A couple of things click into place when you start thinking in those terms. That's what.
What are the Greys doing? They can't hide from anyone. They just do the saucer thing.
No, so they do their probes.
Yeah,
they have a higher calling.
Holy fuck!
I just don't understand. Like, okay, so this is all. I assume, and I genuinely like shit is fucking busy for me right now. I have not had time to look into this. Like, is this all derived from the UFO files that Racist Grandpa released?
Yes.
And okay, and so what? This is just insane ravings from servicemen making announcements about the Nordics, and
Obama doubled down on it too. Said, "Yeah, it's the real deal."
What?
Obama did not say that.
They're protecting the pedos or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a genius. I just the Americans are doing all kinds of stuff. I wonder if the lizard people are the pedophiles.
The pedophiles are the lizard people.
Well, I don't know. Like
they drink the blood.
That's part of their inkling. Yeah, the blood is sweeter if they eat the babies. Is that what the?
That's part of the thing too. Adrenochrome.
So the sad thing about that is that once again, it is just anti-Semitism masquerading. It's the blood libel, man. They like the Jews would steal the children and put their blood in the matzo balls and shit like that. It's the exact same fucking narrative tropes, and of course made unhelpful by individuals like Jeffrey Epstein, who are Jewish and identify as such. So there's it perpetuates, it just fucking perpetuates and perpetuates. But and
I know it's getting really good. Like, do you believe that Michael Jackson was innocent?
No.
And he was trying to expose the pedophiles, and they washed over his reputation.
Is this part of the conspiracy now?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Wow.
We've gone a long way to get to Michael Jackson was innocent.
Yeah, no, there's a lot going on right now that you guys aren't
we've
privy.
fallen down.
Witch hunt for pedophiles, but that guy was fine.
Yeah, no, he's innocent. He was just hanging with the regular kids or whatever.
Yeah.
So is this a confluence of the fact that there's that movie and there's all this alien talk and Epstein talk? Like,
I don't
is
know
this
if
all
it's exactly related.
Okay, say that again, Chris.
The Spielberg movie that's coming out?
I think it's out. Like it's number 2. Like it. Is that a Spielberg movie? You got to be. I
so.
haven't paid attention. Jesus. Okay. Well, speaking of Fallen, are you
Oh, now it's all coming together.
Jackson?
Spielberg.
I'm afraid to. Okay, if I look up Michael Jackson, then too much pops up. I need one of you to confirm or deny that it's who the director of this Michael Jackson movie is, please.
Okay. Do you want me to send you anything about Michael Jackson's innocence while I'm at it?
This is Anton Fuqua, which is worse. Holy fuck. Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about with this Spielberg thing, man. Like, is there something else?
There's a new Disclosure. It's coming out, I think, this week, maybe June 12th, and it's a sci-fi alien thriller.
Oh, it's not a Michael Jackson movie. I'm sorry. I thought you were saying that there's a Spielberg Michael Jackson movie.
Sorry. No, new alien movie. It's all tying together in weird ways.
Oh, Disclosure Day. You're right. Okay, I'm with you now. Oof. Sorry, man.
We got there. No, it's so good.
Yeah, you fucking scared me.
There are a lot of things, a lot of mysteries to read out in the world.
Shit, this is written by David Coep, the Lost World fame.
Oh God!
It's a buckle up. We're gonna have a great time. You know what else is a great time?
That was a good segue, Chris. By the way,
self-destruction.
Oh wait, what was Chris's segue? Did I fuck
he
up?
He said that there are a lot of mysteries in the world. You know.
Oh shit!
He was cooking. Yeah.
Oh, and Chris, can you also confirm or deny that you were cooking?
I was cooking.
Oh, shit! Fuck.
Like a campfire in a strange zone.
Oh wow! Look at you. Okay, well, fuck. Okay, I'm handing over the MC duties to Chris tonight. I'm here on the Extinction Agenda with James.
James
and Chris.
The man on the internet most likely to cry out in the voice of his recently devoured victim. So today on the Extinction Agenda, we're talking about Annihilation. That's not how I'm going to say it. The whole episode.
You should try.
Yeah, but I might. Annihilation. Alex Garland. I don't think I've been literally speaking for 4 hours straight up until this point, and I fear my voice is going to let out on me. But
it's going to crack. Yeah.
Alex Garland, 2018. Alex Garland, written, directed, and based off of a book with the similar name or the same name. Vandermeer, which we'll talk. I've read a little bit of it, and
it's almost like a short story. It's not a very long book.
No, it's not. I just still didn't have time. It's weird fiction. Basically, it's a weird fiction that got translated into a film in a very not faithful way. But I mean, not. Just to jump ahead, like Alex Garland explicitly indicated that it's, it wasn't a faithful transport. This is even in the Wikipedia. Garland said his adaptation is a, quote, memory of the book rather than book reference screenwriting, et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, this movie I'd never seen. I'd seen a lot of Alex Garland movies, apparently. I'll rhyme them off to you now.
Does he only have like 2?
No, he's got a ton, man. 28. I saw 28 Days Later. I saw Ex Machina, which I know, James, you've seen.
Oh, he wrote a lot.
No, he directed and wrote.
28 Days Later, really?
Yeah, am I out to lunch on this one? Filmography. There we go. You're right. He's the writer. Oh, I take it back. But by the time he gets to Ex Machina, though,
he's a director.
Yeah. Pardon me on that. So, written 28 Days Later, Dredd wrote Dredd, Ex Machina written, directed, Annihilation written, directed, Men written, directed, Civil War written, directed. I didn't watch fucking Warfare because that was embarrassing bullshit. And then he wrote the 28 Years Later and the Bone Temple, James, which again, you got to see that fucking
I know
movie.
I'm behind on those.
So, the point of me rhyming all that off is, I don't know what the fucking point is other than, there's more Alex Garland in my life than I thought there was. and Annihilation feels to me like it fits very comfortably within all those movies, which you would expect it to. But I mean, like, he has some ticks, I guess is my point. Like between Ex Machina, Annihilation, and Men, like those movies have, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot in common, visually, stylistic, theme wise, all that shit. Like he's working through something. I'm not sure if Civil War is an outlier in that. But anyway, Chris, you really like this movie.
I really like this movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this was like on a list that we kind of put together at one point, right?
Yeah, you made a list of things that you'd kind of like, I would watch this right now.
Yeah, I continue to like this movie. I watched it a bunch when it first came out and haven't since. I think I like it because it remains mysterious to me, and it just has that dreamlike quality. Everyone's changing in it, nothing's permanent, and I like that it evokes a lot of wonder too, and it just touches on these I don't know, general like vibes that I like. It's got a weird fiction thing. It's got cosmic horror. There's a movie called Stalker by the Solaris guy that I'm pretty sure this cribs from pretty liberally, including the idea of the zone. Maybe that's in the source material too. And like your Color Out of Space, it's got some J.G. Ballard in there, even a little bit of Junji Ito maybe. So yeah, it's a good stew. I like it.
Yeah. I similarly liked it. I understand, James, not to steal your thunder, that we have a problem with the ending, and I gotta say that I can see. I feel that I see where you're coming from, because the ending is cool but a little much.
When I say the ending out loud, I think we're all gonna have some laughs, but we can save that.
Yeah. Okay. Aside from that, James, how'd you feel about?
I was really keen on this movie when it first came out, and I was like, I was first up when it hit streaming. Like I don't even remember if I talked to you guys about it. I wanted to see it. I was the horror beats, the monsters, and the way the trailer was done. I was like, this looks sick. And then when I first watched it, I noticed the soundtrack. The soundtrack, I don't know what you guys thought of it. It's fantastic. It's got like a really nasty build. It builds tension and it builds anxiety, and it's got that. It's like an uncomfortable like tone thing that it does. We've watched a couple movies with this kind of tactic. Yeah. It's fun for sci-fi movies, and then the way that they did the entry into the shimmer and then the monsters were awesome, because there was a really, you didn't get into like they were in danger, like serious danger the whole time, from a few different angles. And then but I take it like, I think it's good as a horror movie. If I say this is a horror movie, I think it's a good horror movie. If I say it's like an intellectual thriller, I think that's an overrated take.
Oh, are we throwing shade at Warren Ellis on this one? What was the quote on the back of the?
That's the book. That's the book.
Yeah, that's the book. Yeah.
Yeah, the book's a little different. The book's like a weird. The book is like a weird writing exercise.
It's like a weird nature walk.
It's like a weird activity in descriptive writing. It feels like circling around and around. It's funny. It's funny to read.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I need to own a physical copy if I'm ever going to finish it. I was reading it on Kindle, and I can never like really.
Oh, that's a bad time. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, you know what but that was just, it was expedient. I couldn't find a copy anywhere in the small space that I had available to myself.
Yeah, after reading the ending of it, I read the ending, and it's just basically like she's still searching for her husband, and there's like a non-resolution because it's a trilogy set. So I don't think I'm as mad at this movie as I was initially, because I do think that he had the intention of wrapping it, and that you needed to do that. What he did, not exactly what he did, but you needed to end it.
I'm glad they came around. The story there too is that like this started coming under production and only the first novel was out. I discovered this today, so he had only read the first one and like I guess decided he was just gonna like like you said, just approach it like it was a dream of the book and just riff off it and treat it loosely. So I think you can't overcome the fact. It's weird that they decided to make a movie of it just after the first book, I guess. But if you like it that much and just kind of have this direction, why not?
Yeah, it seems like he was like that's a funny thing to do because if you have normally you want to pander a little bit to the fan base of a book. In this case, it was like a suck my balls to the fan base. Because he just kind of did his own thing. So it's like, you can, when you make a good movie, but you do that, I do feel like you will alienate imagine if you did that to Harry Potter.
Well, I think that's a very different thing, though. Like my response, and I've done this before when you bring up the fan base or whatever. Like the fan base for Annihilation is probably 20,000 humans, maybe 100,000. No, like circa 2014 when the book was first released. Fine, it won awards or whatever, but like how many people fucking read books and how many people read specific horror books or whatever? Like the number, you feel that the number is going to be very big, but think about comic sales. It's always a much smaller number than you would imagine, and maybe this sold in the millions. I don't think so.
No, for a book, 10,000 copies is a bestseller, like in a week.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So like with Harry Potter, on the other hand, like that's very different. That's a sensation. That's a fucking breakout billion-dollar franchise thing. This is just intellectual property that Alex Garland picked up because like it's fucking cheap as chips. The rights are out there for that. Great. I remember reading that.
Yeah, and it's different. Yeah, you're right. You guys are right because it's different now. It's over 1 million copies, but it's a trilogy, right? But at that point, like you say, they don't have numbers for that kind of stuff, I guess, and
yeah,
you wouldn't know. It could be small apples.
Yeah. Well, and then what's the like? Is it 1 million copies because of the movie?
Exactly.
And is
Probably.
it bad? Like, is it really bad?
Tail.
Like, from what I was reading, I don't know that this is really a bad adaptation either.
I don't think it's a very faithful or and obviously we already said this, but I mean, like,
yeah, but I think the
different.
book's pretty odd. Like, I don't know that you could faithfully adapt it, or that anyone would want that.
Yeah, and again, I only got so far, but there was just so much fucking hypnosis. It was really bothering me. It was just like, I fucking hate hypnosis, and I don't believe it works like this. This is stupid. I've had a lot of troubles actually getting into the book, and I much prefer the movie. The movie makes sense to me to the extent that any of this scenario could possibly make sense. What is kept for sure is that fucking it's Area X. I think it's appropriate that we were talking about conspiracies and aliens and that kind of thing, because one of the central conceits of this movie is that a color has arrived from space, a la Lovecraft.
Space.
Yeah, that's right. And and then the government has identified it, but they're like controlling the media narrative, and it's only going to be a certain amount of time now before it breaks out to the, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, that's so stupid. There's like in a world in which the New York Times can independently verify using satellite data how many missile launchers Iran has. There's no secrets in that way anymore. Even in 2014, there wouldn't have been secrets like that. So it always fucking gets my goat. Or 2018 when this movie came out.
It was a pretty short exposition, at least, though. Just had to get us moving. I was sending a team of angry divorced women into a war zone where you weren't able to get troops back out of, though. Also, as a not to be sexist or anything, but it's a choice.
Yeah.
Well, they had a bunch of expeditions before them. I mean, they sent the men first, and they were like, I think
and
they addressed
specifically they thought, let's try a gender coded thing, right?
Yeah,
and then these are all brilliant minds and a paramedic, which I do like I like that piece of it. I guess in the book too, they weren't given names. It was like the biologist and the
Anyway, so I guess maybe that's like it's not. It just always sets me off, given my temperament. It strikes me as lazy. This story could have easily been told without Area X or not Area X, without like I don't know, fucking the Southern Cross or whatever they're called. What are they called? What's their thing called in the book?
Southern Reach.
Southern Reach. Yeah, this could have been a story told without the Southern Reach. Like you could just have the American government. You could even have people who know about the thing, right? Like there's no reason for the secrecy. There's no reason for the isolation, other than actually, yeah. There's just, like the secrecy doesn't add to the isolation. They're immediately isolated once they enter into the shimmer. So I just don't know what it gives you.
Isn't to some extent the secrecy just like they don't know what's going on there, and it's just a veil of, well, we're not going to say anything because we don't know.
Who's the we in that sentence? I'm sorry.
Sorry, the government, like the people quote unquote controlling the media. I just thought it was like so mysterious that maybe I missed a detail.
No, they are super mysterious. People don't know, but I guess that's like I don't that's a bug rather than a feature for me. It just seems extraneous, unrequired. You could tell the same story and have everything operating the way the world actually works. Don't say it, James. The world actually does work like the Southern Reach, James.
Oh boy.
Yeah, geez. But anyway, that's just a gripe that I have about that particular trope within fiction. The X-Files has a lot to answer for. All right. One thing though that I really like about this movie, which it's a strange choice, and I'm surprised I like this movie has a constant, when your car is parked over a puddle and the exhaust is blowing down on the puddle and it's collecting all that gasoline and it creates that rainbow pattern that is utterly toxic but beautiful.
Sure.
Alex Garland puts that over all aspects of this movie at any given moment, and it's constantly like this toxic puddle rainbow pattern over everything, even though like it's like there's a world of color that is normal, but he's put a shimmer on it through digital effects and also through like practical light effects. It seems, again, I don't have any behind the scenes on it, but that's what it looks like to me, and that's a nice touch. The movie is visually striking. It's not like any other movie. It's a lot like other Alex Garland movies, but that's neither here nor there.
I think the practical effects too, like the time they take when they find a horrific scene. Like one of my favorite ones is the soldier's body in the pool.
Oh, that's very nice. Yeah.
That's horrible to look at, and it really stays with you. And they made it. You can see they made it.
Yeah.
And that's sick. That's fucked up.
Yeah, it is. So what we say that's set design? That feels like, because like the same thing inside the lighthouse. That space that they operate is like you said, built, and it's fucking great.
It's really uncomfortable. Yeah, same thing with the little bone desert out in front, and the flower people.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
That's really fucking unsettling. There's like a lot of good choices in a lot of the shots. The overgrown like houses and previously lived in spaces. Even the Natalie Portman's uncomfortable sex scene. Where they're filming her back.
Totally unsexy.
Her back is. Well, her back is just like moving like these uncomfortable figures, and it's like it's spinal, and it's just a lot of like organics, like uncomfortable organics. It's almost like a Giger thing, but like in a reverse kind of way, like without biomechanical, like it's just pure like organic kind of horror.
Yeah, Moon Tunnel has had shades of Giger on it at the end when she goes into the lighthouse. I thought that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and the monster designs obviously fucking incredible, and you get an autopsy. I like an alien autopsy. If you're gonna do a sci-fi, you may as well do an autopsy for me. That's the best.
Oh, you're talking about the crocodile?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I just watched them cut open that soldier, and his intestines are like snakes, like circling or whatever.
Yeah.
The best is Oscar Isaacs. He's like, see?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Okay, yeah. Let's talk about some of the actresses and actors and stuff here. Natalie Portman has a charisma.
I love her. I thought she was great in this.
I do find her like there's something about her daintiness that you know what it is? I think it's just Star Wars. I think Star Wars, like, I've seen so many good movies with Natalie Portman in them, but for the life of me, I can never not hear her going like, Annie, like, Annie, how you doing? So that might just be some sort of deep-seated trauma on my part, but I have a little trouble not seeing Natalie Portman's awkward movements, her like, she feels like she's never really capable of like navigating through space or something. Like, I'm just watching her.
There is something awkward about her, but
I'm sad that you pointed that out because that's true. No, it's in Thor too. She does have like there's something with her body movement that's like not. Well, it's not feminine, so it works in a soldier space for me. So, but yeah, I do know what you mean, James.
I'm seeing a lot of. Oh, go ahead, Chris. Yeah.
The move with Natalie Portman, I think, is to make her a scientist, and then you're like, yeah, like everything's explained. She's awkward. It's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that explains why like she walks pronounced with her shoulders. Like, I'm watching her walk right now, and like it's like she doesn't move with her hips first. She moves with her shoulders first, like some sort of glute. I think that maybe we're all arriving in the same place, but she has a glute energy to her, and that's maybe
a bully. Maybe a
that's
bully.
her.
Maybe a bully, a bully and a glute. That's what I think of when I think of Natalie Portman. I think like there's a cognitive dissonance that flows from that, because like she has the soul of a bully. I think we've established that, but she has the face of an angel.
Wow.
All right. So we covered that. That's done. The Oscar Isaac is I don't know. What's his range, James? What would you say Oscar Isaac's range is? What can he do?
Oscar Isaac can do no wrong.
Well, I don't know if that answers the question though. Like,
is a no, I think he has a space like where he can operate. I do not think he's funny. I do think that he does have a sexual energy, even if it makes me uncomfortable.
Maybe especially.
This is good.
And I think that he operates in a space. I do know what you mean, though. I feel like I know what you're getting at. You feel that his range is limited.
I've never, like I'm kind of trying to get a list of all of his movies.
Oh man,
so
you know what the virtuoso Oscar Isaac's performance? You're gonna be so mad at this, but Moon Knight, he was phenomenal in Moon Knight, and that was the first time I was like, wow, he can.
I agree with that. I do think that was wacky. I think he can do that though. I think he can be like off the cuff and manic. You know, I don't think that he's funny, and I also don't subscribe to him being a good guy. I did not like him as a fighter pilot in Star Wars.
That's fair.
Right.
I don't think
so. Does
he's
this
a heel.
It's because he's got those. I got to see his face in a moment, but I think he's got
beady eyes.
He's got big eyebrows, big fucking eyebrows. and that's bad, and a Cro-Magnon kind of thing going on a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think also I do wonder whether or not like Islamophobia or something like that is it play like, because he kind of feels like a caricature of the even though like, what, I don't know what his fucking background is, but he has like sort of a Middle Eastern kind of big eyebrow mean
I
face
thought he
to
was
him.
kind of Italianish, but I
That's
did
totally
actually
possible.
learn. I did learn a little bit about unconscious bias from a Harvard thing yesterday. Actually,
There you go. So I'm
so-
saying unconscious bias is at play here. Where's he from? He's in Guatemala. Okay, so he's as far from that fucking.
he's not one. He's not like one of us. Is that what you mean?
That's what I'm saying, man. He's from Guatemala.
I'm watching him in Beef right now, and he's it's an interesting role. Like it's got a little range. He's sort of
I'm sorry, he's in
a
Veep.
goof. No, Beef. The
Beef.
Netflix
Oh,
series.
the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New
Okay.
season. Pretty good.
And
All
I don't like his build either, because he's fit but he's soft.
Oh,
It's
true.
Worst.
That's so
That's
true.
the worst.
It's not.
That's
good.
a soldier. That's a soldier's build, though. One thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's I learned that from
Bradley Cooper.
Oh, I was no, don't say that. From Thin Red Line. All those soldiers, they're all like they're all the actors. They're clearly sort of soldier-like, but they all have these soft bodies. Totally different film, obviously. But
we're really like I think we really laid Oscar Isaacs out here. He's taken a beating from us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's very good at what he does. I wasn't trying to like throw shade or whatever, but like he doesn't have a personality in this movie. Is maybe the point I was driving at. He has a sort of presence.
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of curious about, James says no, Chris says yeah.
No, he doesn't have a. No, I agree with you. I found the scenes where he's like, just kind of in bed with Natalie Portman, like they're the couple. Like I felt very uncomfortable with them as a couple, and I was glad that he was going off to war. To be honest, for her sake, they just didn't seem to have a great vibe.
That's crazy. They were giggling and tickling and stuff, man.
It was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He's a villain.
Too much tickling.
He's a natural villain from Guatemala. We've established this.
And the biggest thing too is this movie is about feminine power. Yeah.
Sure as fuck is, dude. How? Okay, so but
Natalie Portman commands her whole life.
I think
she
that
is an important biologist. Men in her life are side characters. She even commands her sexuality. She bangs the guy and says, "Get the fuck out of my house, you piece of shit."
And she doesn't even like really bang him. She just does like a snake dance.
Yeah. And then she gets uncomfortable and she's just like shakes him off like a piece of shit.
Oh yeah, this was a mistake.
This was a mistake. And he's like, "Come on, man, relax." And he's just another victim to Natalie Portman's ego.
Oh wow. The fucking bully. I told you, man. It comes through. It comes through.
That's right. And all she does in this movie is she bulldogs her way right to the end and climbs inside the vagina. That's what this movie is about.
And then gives birth to herself in an ultimate feat of narcissism. Jesus.
I like this as the one-line description of the movie. I have to say, I can't dispute that.
And honestly, man, it's thematically appropriate. It's all about cancer. It's like the shimmer is this. One thing I liked about the movie that I don't like about the book. The book is about like spores and shit like that. This movie, it went more the color out of space route, which I found much more interesting than fucking fungi creatures and shit. Which is also characteristically weird fiction and Lovecraft and stuff. And like maybe I didn't get far enough in the book to discover that it's actually about the shimmer. Didn't seem it. They talking explicitly about spores. I like that everything is not being infected from without, so to speak, but is being modified from within in a sort of cancer sort of way. But also like trying to duplicate. There's all these doublings, like with the flower people and Oh, actually, well, sometimes it's doubling, sometimes it's merging, like with the bear screaming with the voice and stuff, which is very cool.
Yeah, creepy.
I just found the possibilities for this were much greater. The visual effects, the capacity for visual storytelling, or not even visual storytelling, but visual thrills was more present.
Do you guys know about the HeLa cells? The Henrietta Lacks? Does that ring a
What
bell?
the thing about what the cells? I don't know. Actually, you'll have to remind me.
Okay, so in the early part when she's lecturing to the students, she's talking about how there are these cells that they're looking at that have come from I think she says it's like ovarian cancer or something like that. And from a middle-aged woman, so that's a real thing. There was this woman who named Henrietta Lacks who died from a very aggressive form of cancer, but her cells are still replicating, like for whatever reason, like they just continue to divide and divide, and they use these cells in all sorts of medical research. So it's there's a book about it. It's a whole thing because like the family has never seen any sort of like credit or gotten any compensation for all this research that's being done. But that's beside the point. I think she at one point in the movie, Natalie Portman is seen reading that book, or a book about her or whatever. And it's it's that idea. I think it's almost used as a symbol of like the cancer is supreme destruction, but also like it can also provide this endless cell division, this immortality at the same time. It's like this duality that hangs over the movie.
Yeah, I think so. This is another sex and death one in that. So let's take seriously that it's a group of 4 women. There's obviously everything. There's everything that you brought up. I mean, it is often the case that reproduction factors into discussions about, what is the capacity of women that man does not have? The capacity to at least gestate life. And what is the very thing that this space seems to do? It is almost like a womb that they've entered into, or the vagina it's double vagina. You go into the shimmer and then you go to the phallic symbol and then you go. It's really heady.
Sure.
But I guess the thing I'm driving towards is that it draws almost a parallel between birth and cancer. And so life and death are like, it's just like a perspective in this movie. It's, which is the point of the shimmer, like whatever it is they're up to, like they don't think things are fucking different out there, where that thing came from.
Yeah. To go back for a second to take seriously the idea of like the women's squad.
Please.
Yeah. I think part of it is that like they've sent all these aggressive forces out there and like they've all been destroyed. So why not send a team of scientists who can fight as well if push comes to shove, and just sort of like try a different approach, which is sort of the idea that the director has. That is who she's identified as, right? The psychologist, but she's the director of the program, right?
She's like she's the Jennifer
Jason Leigh.
Yeah. What do we think of her? She has a weird.
She's mean.
She's mean.
Evil.
She's always mean.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it though. That's all of her characters ever. I don't know.
Yeah, she's underhanded. She lets everybody go under the bus. I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of people died of awful deaths by that bear too.
Oh God. Yeah.
The bear was really scary.
That's the thing that stuck with me the most from the movie, and like I'll never forget it.
The girl that goes a little nutty over Natalie Portman lying about Oscar Isaac's being her husband and ties them all to chairs. Her death is incredible, and the still image of her jaw being like ripped off her face while she kind of gurgles is just fucking outrageous. Just that was just quite the death. So the horror's like nicely placed so that when it happens, it's really fucking violent and really horrific and really fast, and then and then the in between pacing really like just leaves you to build again. And I actually read a review on the movie where somebody was talking about how the pacing was like too slow for the payoffs, like the horror beats. But I don't agree with that. I think
I don't feel that either.
I think that was purposeful, you know, and I think it was well
Yeah.
done. I don't know.
I'm watching Natalie Portman. She was like, she encounters those deer that are part flower or
that's
whatever.
so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and like this movie, it takes the time to talk about how beautiful and strange. And this gets down to it's not just set design. Well, I guess it is set design, or like or fuck. I would like to know where this was filmed, because some of it seems like she's using her glute powers to move through like weird branches at the moment, carrying her gun. And I can't tell, like, did they build those trees? Like, did they find this place? It seems like they did. So, like, is it a set scouter that was really fucking cool? Yeah, this movie takes it makes a lot of effort to be incredibly beautiful and deeply horrific. And I mean, I can see why this isn't like, it probably has a fan following, but it's not. They didn't make Annihilation 2, I guess, is maybe.
No.
No, they died in the box office, and what I guess they did screenings and felt like it was too intellectual or too complicated, which I think that's odd. I didn't think it had like a lot of brilliant subtext or anything.
I think it's the ambiguity. I think that anytime an audience is asked about a movie that has ambiguity and is a little slow, it's termed intellectual.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And because, like, I guess the prejudice or the assumption is that, like, if it's slow and in any way ambiguous, then you have to think about it, and that makes it intellectual. But I don't know. And actually, I have a question that maybe we'll get towards my sub question. So my main question is, why the fuck is this story called Annihilation?
Oh, I'm all over this.
Okay, and then sub question.
Right.
Actually, you know what? Actually, but my sub question is, like, what is the point of this movie? And I feel that there's those two questions are related. Maybe you're going to tell me how.
I think so. I think one thing that I really clicked this time around was the sort of Eastern mysticism of it. That sense of creation and destruction being one thing, or being renewal, and then it's looking at the impulses that lead us to self-destruct. It's a big theme, and like the affairs that why people. Jennifer Jason Leigh says very few people commit suicide. Many people like seek to destroy their lives like over and over again, and she's participating in that, and the affair is part of that, and like she has her husband and all that stuff, but like they're both of them are driven towards self-destruction. And then you have these sort of mystic overtones where like the fort that they go to, the southern reach, it's called Fort Amaya. Maya being a term for illusion in Hindu mysticism, but like Amaya, I looked this up, would be like sort of like the opposite of that, like basically like stark truth.
Oh wow!
So like there's these themes that keep coming up. I think definitely in the one image that really struck me, a couple of like amazing directorial things. This is not really tying into the theme, but I just love that shot early in the when Oscar Isaac comes back, and like she's sitting with him at the table, and like she's holding his hand, but he's out of sorts, and like just like sort of stunned. You see his hand through that glass of water refracted, and it's a metaphor for the shimmer. Like it's like you've gone through it, but you've changed, and like, you're distorted from it. But then there's also the image of him in the lighthouse, and like his like the way that his corpse is charred. He's sitting in this like Buddhist like meditation position, and it's that revelation as he's talking to the camera and to his double. He's saying like like I used to be Cain, I used to be me, but now I'm not so sure. And like all these ideas of like the impermanence of self, the kind of overcoming ego are all being played out in this journey that's ultimately about just like having to clear away the past and accept that nothing is permanent, and that if you come through it, if you have a reason to come through it and like the will to come through it, then you can, I guess, find a new beginning. I'm not totally sure how to take the ending, but like that's all
So
the stuff
okay,
being
yeah,
played.
and I think that's where it kind of falls apart a little bit, and maybe this we can get to James's
Yeah, I'd love to.
comedic retelling of the whole thing. But when clone, well, I'll just call them like alternate Natalie Portman, spoilers, goes to talk to alternate or potentially, actually, sorry, is it established that Natalie Portman is alternate, or do we feel that is the case because we saw Oscar Isaacs become an alternate version of himself?
No,
We
I
feel that
think
is the case.
Natalie Portman. Oh, I think Natalie Portman was just molested
Oh no,
and changed.
the Greys.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right, the Nordics, the classic Swedish behavior. Okay, wait. Sorry, I don't understand what you mean by that. Wait, like, what did the Swedes do to her?
Okay,
So she
well,
got.
we got the camcorder, right? Why are we using
Yeah.
the camcorder in this day and age?
That's a good question.
It's really stupid. It was like the movie VHS. I hated it.
I love
and
it.
yeah, anyway, so Oscar Isaac sets up a tripod of himself and blows himself up with a phosphorus grenade for no apparent reason, with another with the clone of himself filming like a porno,
Yeah.
and it was just nonsensical. And then Natalie Portman goes into the vagine. She crawls down through the Giger hole. She's down in the bowels of it, in the center. Her psychic friend gives a fucking, her psychotherapist, genius friend, gives a monologue that's nonsensical, and she burns up like another phosphorus grenade into little shiny bits that turns into a Guyver hole that just shines rainbow light and gives me a fucking headache while Natalie Portman stares into space. And then it turns into I'm not going to say it's a mirror of Natalie Portman, even though it kind of was. I'm going to say it's a mal-shaped rainbow pervert. And then the mal-shaped rainbow pervert has a showdown with her, and it's not exactly a mirror of her because it bitch slaps her in the fucking head and then pins her up against the wall, and from what I understand, it penetrates her, and then she comes home a bit weird. After she blows it up just like Oscar Isaacs and ruins the whole place. And that's it. That's what happened.
Oh my goodness! I didn't think about whether or not there was some sort of sexual violation against the wall. Although, like, I'm watching it right now. Boom, against the wall, and it's hugging, and she's like panicking.
Oh, it's not good.
Oh yeah, he's doing a little humpy shit. You're right.
Yeah, he's giving it to her.
Oh,
he's giving her. I don't know what happened there, but I'm telling you, it's not faithful to anything that I understood would have been appropriate to end this movie with. And I just don't, I think it's like, look, man, we can Band-Aid this if we want, but I'm just saying what I saw.
That's so funny. Like, because I literally didn't, and I'm not saying you're wrong, because watching it now, I can't unsee what you're seeing. He's fucking raping her. And she, like, the collapse, and like there's like it's a post-coital sort of collapse afterwards. Fuck, I'm an idiot. I think the reason you don't, or that I didn't go that place, is because like her clothes are intact and everything.
And her monologue at the end in conversation with her husband doesn't give that ending to you, right? There's no text for it. Which is fine, but it just fell apart so bad from the great product we just discussed up until the lighthouse.
Yeah.
And I just feel like there are too many mistakes Too many mistakes for a fucking cockamamie shitscapade.
Okay, I really, Chris,
I
you've been trying to get an edgewise here.
Sorry.
That's okay. No, that's okay. I think I agree with most of that. Like, I think the thing about like the interpretive danceness of the mirroring mime sort of thing that does get to me a little bit. Like, it didn't quite land the way that they intended it to. I'm pretty good with everything. I think the tunnel vagina, the like weird like Charlie Brown trumpet talking thing, the everything catching on fire. I love those crystal things melting, like the structures. That's very cool. So it's just, they tried for something beyond our sense. It's very hard to film something genuinely weird. So good on them
Yeah,
for trying.
they certainly did a good job on that front. I getting back to the soundtrack, James, it's not just the weird tones and stuff. It's like a house. It's like, oh yeah, she burns herself up too. No, she burns up the other thing. But she was raped though, and I guess it infected her. Anyway, the house influenced soundtrack is a strange choice because it's recognizably sort of big and bombastic and it does have those tonal elements where it like drops a little bit, but at the same time it feels like everyone's fucking chilling at some dude's house, like a house party. And I thought about like seeing this movie in the theater, to see all of this and to hear all of this in the theater. It looks fucking ridiculous, but I bet it was awesome as shit.
It was awesome as shit.
Yeah. Oh, did you see it
in the theater?
Yeah, I saw it a couple times in the theater.
Oh man, you lucky
I
didn't know that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. With all this psychedelic imagery, like the liquid, like, and then you just cut to some sort of like literally like mutagenic gasoline puddle that's growing or something like that. Yeah. But does that add the point? So as cool as all that is, and getting to James's point, and maybe confronting your interpretation of the movie, Chris, is like, what the fuck does any of that have to do with dissolution of the ego and self-destruct? I'm not sure it adds up fully, and that gets to James's point. Like, it does feel like a mistake. It feels like you're on a track, and then you do a weird thing, and maybe it makes sense to you as the creator. I'm not sure it makes sense as the audience.
I think it's if I'm gonna like hang it, and it probably doesn't fully. Yeah, there's probably some interpretation involved in this, but I think that the sort of like struggle with the thing is her, like, it can't be fought, like that destruction. It has to be sort of, I don't know, worked with. That doesn't make sense because she sets it on fire, but like tricks it into like the direct force, direct confrontation doesn't work, right?
She kills it. She burns it in the same way as her husband chose to commit suicide.
Yeah.
But I don't know what to make of that. Like, that feels like you could do something with it. Like,
yeah, I don't know what to make of the fact that he's Cain, because like I feel like that's a major, that's a
that's a thing.
So like,
it's spelled with a K though, man. So he just created Batman. No big deal.
There you go. Yeah, but I guess if I were gonna try to pull a rescue interpretation from it, it's like she's the one. All the other characters also have these sort of self-destructive urges, or like whatever. Like the physicist has those like self-harm marks, and then she just opts out, right? Like, she's like, I don't want to be my final moments to be trapped in a. That also makes me think of Buddhism too, like the sort of like karmic, like, being trapped in the cycles of these things. Like, so that she's in the bear, and like all of her worst just like calls for help are what remains of her. So she like opts out and just like lets herself become one of those tree things. And everyone else has these reasons that they're going to stay and be destroyed. But Natalie Portman has the like a goal to fight through, right? So I think maybe it's just that, I don't know, if you can withstand these things, and and get back to that other person, like having confronted that self-destruction, that you can't be the same person. You can't be the same. She's irrevocably changed. Like she has the shimmer in her eyes when it's carried with her, but they can kind of come to a new term as different people. And I don't know, like there's kind of that like Edenic overtones to the shimmer as well. Like they have that conversation with the scientist at the end, and like it's destroying everything, and she says no, it was trying to make something new, and it's not clear what that new thing would have been, but it's just sort of like, can you go with it? Can you just accept that things are impermanent?
Adam and Eve, the two, they come to, they come together at the very end, as the new Adam and Eve.
Yeah. Now, is that kind of corny? Do I want to know what happens with these alien tainted people as the new Adam and Eve? I kind of do. Like you guys said, I don't think we're getting Annihilation 2 ever, but.
If we did, I would want it to be directed by Jonathan Glazer of fucking Birth fame. I think he could deliver. I think what we need for the next round here. But yeah, okay. You know what, man? I like that as far as it goes. I think the point of this movie is more. I think like it's a very evocative movie. Like, and this maybe gets to the thing where like it feels like a movie trying to be smart but not quite fully holding together. Like I'm wondering, I suspect that that's not fully the point, given what I've experienced of Alex Garland's oeuvre or whatever. Like he's not really interested, except in maybe in Ex Machina. That one certainly feels like it has more of a point. But
I think Men has a huge point. I'd love to tackle that one someday, but I take your point.
Yeah, well, I think he's more. I feel he's more evocative than, but not incoherent. I'm not saying he's incoherent, but like he's just not worried about loose ends. He's not worried about it like fitting all together perfectly.
Yeah, because if it's rational, it doesn't have that. I think if this movie, if you could make it all out, then it just wouldn't have the power that it does too, because you'd be like, oh, like this is just this, and like it's very pat.
Man, we should do Men. I didn't know that you were a big Men. Men.
I really like that movie. I mean, it's fuck. That's a fucking weird movie.
It's super
never seen
weird.
That.
Oh yeah. Okay. Tune in, folks. We're going to be tackling Men. Maybe we'll have a Men month. I'm pretty sure that every month on the Extinction Agenda is Men month, but let's fucking lean in, as they say.
Like Monstrous, man. Like the parallel to this one.
Yeah, that's right. We'll watch Batman Forever. Which one has Bane in it?
It's Batman. What's the other one? Batman Forever. Batman Forever has Bane. I think they both do. No,
don't say.
I don't remember.
Okay, we're gonna have to go back.
We should do that new Punisher movie.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's no shortage. That's the problem. There's just no shortage of
men.
There's no shortage of men here on the Extinction Agenda. So okay. Anything else on Annihilation?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm sure there is, but I mean, like, yeah, that's good. I think we shake and baked on this one.
Yeah,
we're good.
Except that purple stuff in Natalie Portman's eyes is alien jizz.
Oh no.
It's crawling up, man. It goes right up to your eyeballs, that alien jizz. It can't find the ovum, so he gets a little confused. All right. So if you also can't find the ovum, leave us a 5-star review if you can't find the ovum. Let us know.